Hi, I'm Christine Daniels. I'm a high performance coach, executive strategist, and keynote speaker. I'm also a founding member of America's first virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the co-chair of the Leadership and Management Growth Committee. I run my own business. It's a coaching and consulting practice. The work I do is about developing leaders, building stronger teams, and integrating high performance with personal alignment, that inner work that makes the outer work sustainable. I deliver this through executive coaching, leadership development, and strategy work with executives, founders, and leadership teams. Before this chapter of my career, I spent over 25 years across capital markets, family office investing, and venture capital. One of the things I value most about AVCCI is what it actually is: a national community where professionals, business owners, and organizations connect, collaborate, and amplify each other's work. Building a business is one thing. Building it with the right relationships, the right visibility, and the right network across the country, that is something else entirely. And AVCCI is where that happens. If this sounds like the kind of community you've been looking for, we would love to have you. Learn more at avcci.us and learn more about my work at christineadaniels.com. I look forward to connecting.
Hi, I'm Stacy Simbrom. I am a member of the AVCCI. I am also one of the leads of the Women in Business Committee and the Health and Wellness Committee. I run a company called Reflection Project. I am a coach. I am an integrative wellness coach. And what that means is I work with individuals who want to optimize their lives, do better with their wellness, do better in their relationships, and feel better about themselves and the world that they live in. I take an integrated approach, which helps you to learn how to leverage your three centers of intelligence, which is your brain, your logic, your emotions, and your body, which is your intuition. I bring several different modalities into this work. I've been doing this work for about 15 years now, and I would look forward to working with you and collaborating with you in this space. If this sounds like something that you would like to learn more about, please contact me either by phone or by email. Thank you very much, and I look forward to meeting with you soon. Bye-bye.
I'm Mel Blackwell, the president of Blackwell Media Group, and I'm a proud member of the AVCCI. Joined recently and very, very supportive and excited about that. As president of Blackwell Media Group, basically, I'm a retired corporate fixer. For 35 years, I've worked in global companies, domestic U.S. companies, to help boards and C-level teams try to figure out how to solve complex business riddles. In doing that, I actually decided to hang up my cleats because 35 years is a long time. I deployed behind enemy lines. I did not go in as a consultant. I took a full-time role because I loved working with the teams. I loved building the teams, and I liked the smell of napalm, And so I worked in those different stints for 2 to 6 years, and in kind of graduating from that world now, I do keynote speaking at major conferences, at annual retreats for corporate teams, and kind of a hybrid of coming in to speak to a large crowd or even a small room, and then rolling up my sleeves and coaching and helping a team solve a specific complex riddle. In doing all of that, what I realized, I wrote a book called Uncommon Sense: How to Fix Your Workplace Culture in the Wild West of Business. In doing all that, I realized, reflecting back, for about a year, I wrote the book that I've been working on for 20 years. And when I finally said, all right, I'm going to write this thing, I realized almost everything I did was culture. And so I am somewhat of a culture architect. I've had a reputation of being very plain spoken. What you see is what you get. Funny. I like to have fun, but pretty serious. And I can do some really complex, brutal stuff, whatever it takes to protect the culture and the good people. And so that's what I do now. I do the speaking and I work with people. Don't even be embarrassed. It's like, Mel, we have this really complex riddle we're beriddled by it. I'll come in, roll up my sleeves, and we'll slay that thing. So that's what I do, and I'm looking forward to it. And I highly recommend everybody support Kevin and the ABCCI.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christy Brink, and I'm the owner of Lux Escapes by Christy, personal travel planning, and the co-chair of the Women in Business Committee. I'm a passionate traveler and work closely with my clients to plan personal, curated itineraries around the world. I research the best value, work with local experts around the world, and provide convenience and support so you can travel more and plan less. I am relationship driven, so it's important to me to get to know my clients so I can deliver the best travel experience with each trip. If Women in Business resonates with you, please join me as we work to provide education, inspiration, and support for all women that join. I look forward to getting to know you all. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Christy Brink, and I'm the owner of Lux Escapes by Christy, personal travel planning, and the co-chair of the Women in Business Committee. I'm a passionate traveler and work closely with my clients to plan personal, curated itineraries around the world. I research the best value, work with local experts around the world, and provide convenience and support so you can travel more and plan less. I am relationship driven, so it's important to me to get to know my clients so I can deliver the best travel experience with each trip. If Women in Business resonates with you, please join me as we work to provide education, inspiration, and support for all women that join. I look forward to getting to know you all. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Kristen Panella of Too Safe Consulting. I'm a founding member of AVCCI, and I chair the Workplace Health, Safety, and Risk Committee, where we're looking to do presentations on education and provide tools that will help you have a safe environment within your workplace. At Too Safe Consulting, safety is more than compliance. It's about protecting people, supporting operations, and building a culture that actually works in the real world. I founded Too Safe with one goal in mind: to provide companies with practical, high-level environmental health and safety support that makes a real impact. We work across many industries, including manufacturing, utilities, aerospace, construction, energy, pharmaceuticals, from OSHA compliance to hazardous waste manifests to safety training, audits, investigations, full EH&S program management. Our team becomes an extension of your operation. What makes us different is that we don't just hand over a binder and walk away. We stay involved, solve problems, train your people, and help create long-term results. Whether your company needs a complete safety program or support on a single project, Too Safe is ready to help wherever the work takes us. Let's build something safer together. Thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Hi, my name is Adam Dicker, and the first thing I want to say is how excited I am to be part of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry community. I'm also going to be a coach in the Biz Dev and Sales and Marketing Committee, and I'm really looking forward to that and meeting all of you there. To all the entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals here, it's a pleasure to connect with you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the former executive vice president at GoDaddy, where I spent years helping businesses grow their online presence and succeed digitally. Today, I work with companies to help them generate more leads, improve website conversions, and use AI and automation to grow smarter and more efficiently. One thing I've seen over the years is companies spend heavily on paid advertising and they don't take advantage or optimize the existing traffic or website that they have. You should be getting most of your traffic and leads and opportunities from your website, about 70 to 80%. In reality, your website should be the best salesperson working 24/7 to convert visitors into customers. That's where I come in. I help optimize your websites, improve organic traffic performance, implement those tricky AI tools and with automation, and build systems that reduce dependency on expensive ad platforms like Google and LinkedIn, while increasing your lead generation and customer engagement. My goal is simple: help businesses sustain their growth, increase conversions, and make your marketing work harder. So if you're part of the network and looking for ways to generate more qualified leads, improve your online presence, optimize your website, or leverage AI in your business strategy, I'd love to connect and learn more about what you do. Thank you again for this opportunity to introduce myself, and I look forward to meeting you all shortly.
Hi, I'm Anthony Buonaspina, CEO and founder of LI Tech Advisors. We're located in Babylon Village, Long Island, and we've been in business for over 35 years. We're an MSP specializing in AI automation and business intelligence, and we're very excited to be leading the Long Island chapter and as a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. That's AVCCI. We're very happy to be a member here, and also we're looking forward to doing a lot of great things with this organization. Thank you.
Welcome to America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. My name is Joe Beauchamp. I'm one of the founding members here. I'm also the chair of the leadership committee. I'm here to help leaders develop strategies. My company is Beauchamp Team Growth Solutions. We help business owners and business leaders to develop their leadership skills, the leadership skills of their team. We know that better leaders get better results, and we provide that leadership strategy, training, and education for business leaders to run their companies better. Hope you can join us at the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce. I look forward to seeing you soon.
I'm Suzanne Beck. I'm the sales manager at Preferred Events, and I'm a proud member of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce, and I'm excited to be here. At Preferred Events, we are the preferred choice for your event rentals throughout the New York metropolitan area and beyond. Whether you're planning a corporate event, a charity walk or run, a fundraiser or gala, a festival, school event, or private celebration, we provide the rentals and the support needed to bring your event to life. Our inventory includes tents, chairs, linens, staging, flooring, fencing, structures, tables, and so much more. What truly sets us apart is the commitment to customer service and helping our clients create successful and memorable events. We work with corporations, nonprofits, schools, municipalities, and event professionals, and we love the opportunity to learn more about your upcoming events and what you're looking to do. If you're planning an event and need a reliable rental partner, please reach out. I look forward to connecting with fellow AVCCI members and finding ways we can support one another's success. Thank you for watching, and I hope to meet you soon.
Hello, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, otherwise known as AVCCI. You can join us or visit our website at www.avcci.us. Again, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, and I'm a business relationship manager with Chase Bank. I work on the acquisition side and assist customers with anything from cash management to financing to basic banking needs if necessary. I'm looking for any business owner that wants a better relationship with their banking institution. If you happen to know anybody, or if that happens to be you, feel free to contact me and/or come to the website and send me a message. Thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you.
Welcome to America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. My name is Kevin Deveci. I'm the founder of the American Business Podcast, ABP, and founder of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI. AVCCI is a virtual America's Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Because it's virtual, you can connect AVCCI and AVCCI activities from anywhere. We are a national Chamber of Commerce and Industry. to help American businesses grow their businesses, collaborate, connect, and educate their workforce. Our mission is simple at ABCCI. We are to promote, support, uplift, and connect American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community in this age of AI. One mission, unlimited locations, thanks to our virtual Chamber of Commerce model that's designed for these modern ages, business professional. When you go to avcci.us website of ours, you can learn more about ABCCI, our mission, as well as our events. We have more than 10 active committee meetings that takes place every month. And each committee is led by members of ABCCI. And each committee meets monthly. Committee meetings are complimentary. You don't have to be an ABCCI member to follow and join. Please go to avcci.us and go to events section. You'll see the list of committee meetings on the calendar, and you can sign up complimentary and join us. Each committee meeting is taking place virtually, and each committee meeting is being recorded and pushed to the American Business Podcast for further visibility and publicity opportunity. Thanks to the integration between the American Business Podcast and America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI. Now ABCCI is the only Chamber of Commerce that is virtual and powered by a successful business podcast network, that is the American Business Podcast. Support us, join us, and we are looking forward to welcoming you at ABCCI. Remember, ABCCI is inclusive. From solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500 company, there is something for every single business professional, executive, and business leader, as well as we are welcoming young professionals, those who are just entering their career, starting their career journey. We are welcoming everyone, every serious business professional and every serious American business and international business to America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, also known as ABCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. Please go to our website, avcci.us, learn more about ABCCI, go to events section, sign up our coming virtual complimentary committee meetings, and be a member. Support ABCCI. We are growing very fast, and we love to have you at ABCCI and help you grow your business in this age of AI. Thank you for your support. Welcome to the American Business Podcast. I'm Kevin Deveci, your host. I'm welcoming you, episode 197. We are in season 6 in the American Business Podcast. Today's number, 10 plus at ABCCI. ABCCI stands for America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI. At ABCCI, we have more than 10 committees for business professionals. Well, as you know, at the American Business Podcast, we started America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, powered by the American Business Podcast. America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, also known as ABCCI, is America's first virtual, and also it is a Chamber of Commerce powered by a successful business podcast, the American Business Podcast. Our mission is simple at ABCCI: to promote, support, uplift, and connect American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community for success in this age of AI. We are inclusive. ABCCI is welcoming any serious business professional from solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500 company. It is because there is something for every single professional at ABCCI. When I talk about committees, I was mentioning to many different committees that we created for business professionals, entrepreneurs, and business owners and executives, such as we have a business book club. We host published authors, and we talk about details of books, business books. We have great leaders, co-chairs at Business Book Club at ABCCI. We have Public Speakers Club. We encourage professionals to be a public speaker. It is hard. However, it's important and it's an important skill. So to support and encourage professionals, we started Public Speakers Club. In addition, we have many other committees at ABCCI, such as Leadership and Growth Committee, Women in Business Committee, Manufacturing Committee, Nonprofit Committee, Human Resources Committee, and many more. Committee meetings are complementary, and we are welcoming any business professional to be part of these committees. Committee meetings are educational, also connective. It's a great opportunity to learn and connect and start building with other business professionals. And if you like to be a member at ABCCI, it comes with a ton of different benefits. For that, please visit our website, abcci.us. Quote of the day. As you know, we have a great partnership with missionstatements.com. And here is the quote of the day. Decide whether or not the goal is worth the risk involved. If it is, stop worrying. Great. Well, I have a great guest in the American Business Podcast in this episode 197. Let me invite our guest to our stage and let's get the conversation started. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Kevin, thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much for being with us in your busy schedule. How are you? How is your week? How was your week? It's almost done.
Great week. Really grateful for all the opportunities, including this one, to talk to you and your audience. It's such a pleasure. I'm just so grateful. I'm really
appreciate it. Where are you connecting out of?
Washington, D.C. area, Arlington, Virginia specifically.
Great. Well, we are in the same time zone at least, so that helps.
Exactly. Easy, right?
Yes, that's true. So we are a national business podcast. We have guests and listeners from different parts of our country, from the nation. So this is exciting, and I'm glad that you are connecting and joining us today in the American Business Podcast. Well, let's get started with introductions. Would you please introduce yourself and your organization to our listeners and viewers in the American Business Podcast?
Absolutely. The thing that I care about most in life is empowering people to unleash their potential, and that has me wearing two hats. The first is as an internationally recognized persuasion expert. I'm the author, for those who are seeing this on YouTube, of How to Get What You Want, Mastering the Art and Science of Persuasion. The book just came out.
Congratulations.
And this is a deep dive, which I know we'll be focusing on today, about how persuasion works. And for me, the difference between having a good idea and having others embrace it is persuasion. Whether you're a leader, you're in sales, you're marketing, whatever, persuasion is the difference. So that's how you unleash your potential that way. The other hat that I wear is that I am Senior Vice President of Policy Research at an organization called FreeOp, the Foundation for Research on Equal Opportunity. And we exist to bring more opportunity to low-income Americans. So unleashing either the potential of anybody through persuasion, or especially low-income Americans through more opportunity.
Can you tell us about your career journey? How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded over the years?
Absolutely. And it's led me to this interest in understanding persuasion in some really exciting ways and fun ways and challenging ways. In my former life, I was an academic. And this, actually, I'll start. Career journey number one, my very first job was that I worked at bingo at my church. I was only paid on tips. And that meant that I had to keep all of the, mostly ladies, keep them happy. And it was a great exercise in customer service, being really likable, fun, and I did pretty well on tips. It's like, okay, this is like kind of how things work. That was super instructive. And then my first journey professionally was through academia, and it was great and create certain barriers to persuasion. The great thing was that I learned how to do all this rigorous research, publish, peer review, all these sorts of things. And the limiting factor that I've realized is that while the academic approach to persuasion, it does offer certain things, it creates certain barriers, because a lot of what academics do isn't persuasive for reasons either we can get into or not. But the main reason is that they think persuasion is only about reason, and it's only about logic, and it's a lot more complicated than that. So then I left academia, didn't exactly know what I wanted to do. I actually got into fundraising, which is sales for a nonprofit. And that was foundational because it helped me understand the core of persuasion, which is that it's about them, not you, because that's how you have enormous sales or fundraising success. You really understand the customer and you put their needs front and center, and you show how your organization or your product meets those needs. Then I thought, well, I'm really interested in how we talk about ideas. I get into speech writing. So I actually, for a couple of years, was just on the ground writing hundreds of speeches for pretty much any audience you could imagine and helping the principals deliver compelling content. COVID started, I had nothing better to do, and I've been doing all this research into persuasion, neuroscience, psychology, understanding how the brain actually works, and then actually working practically as a communicator. Started writing this book, which has turned into the one that was published, and then landed a research fellowship to write the book full-time at a think tank in the DC area. Wrote the book full-time, then have been able to progress professionally, and then the book came out back in April, and here we are. So it's a happy situation where I get to promote opportunity and to help people to be more persuasive in doing that.
Congratulations with your book. That's really exciting. And we love published books. We love published authors in the American Business Podcast. We always find published books and published authors to be very generous of sharing their professional insights and wisdom. And the book is a vehicle that for you to share your insights, your wisdom in a way. And for that, we always appreciate it. I'm glad you talk about your book and we had a chance to introduce it to our viewers and listeners today.
And that's exactly what this book is about. When I was at that think tank writing it, I asked the president, I said, why'd you bring me here? And he said, those people write books for themselves. Yours is different. You're writing this book for other people. And this book really is about giving people the power of persuasion to unleash their potential and crash through glass ceilings.
It's great. Well, what is the secret of your success?
I think the secret of my individual success is, and I think everybody has to understand the things that they're really good at, because we hire people and we thrive and we distinguish ourselves through our strengths. You want to be mindful of your weaknesses. And I think probably my biggest strength is the ability to zoom out and get like 30,000 feet, 50,000 feet, super big picture, and then just to distill enormous amounts of information and then get that enormous information and distill it into a really tight, clean, tidy product. And that's what this book is. Pretty much every chapter in this book could be a book by itself. And so I've just consumed oceans of information and squeezed all of it into, for the reader, 9 chapters that has all the nuts and bolts of what you need to know without reading 300 pages on each of the chapters. You get it in about 20 pages per chapter. So it's distilling just enormous amounts of information to make it digestible for people.
Can you tell us about your industry and what is the state of your industry, just for our audience to learn from you?
So my industry is communications, negotiation, marketing, sales. That's and leadership. Those are the audiences for this. And I would say that the industry it's in a good state, making progress, because I think people are starting to understand that a lot of the kind of gimmicks that we thought might help people get what they want maybe aren't so helpful. We think about negotiation. I think for a long time we thought that it was about kind of courting somebody into saying yes. I think we're understanding that maybe that's actually not the best way to get people to give you what you want. I think we're learning also that although logic is helpful, you need to proceed through everything with emotional intelligence. So it's not discounting or ignoring somebody's emotions, it's understanding them and navigating them and then delivering content at that level. It's not simply, here are the numbers, here are the data, hear what they say, but it's about really understanding the impact that that's going to have on somebody. And I think we've made a lot of progress on that as neuroscience and psychology really have permeated people's consciousness. And I think we're understanding the storytelling is extremely important because we're story processors. And now there are companies that are actually hiring the job storyteller. Right, this is a role in the company because we know that they're so powerful. So I think that folks are starting to understand that as we know how we're wired, we can really use that to deliver to our customers what they need to be excited about the products that we have, or to engage in those situations, especially negotiation, in a way that helps everybody end up better off.
In the American Business Podcast, we love talking about AI. From your point of view, based on your experience and your professional observation, how do you see the impact of AI on business nowadays?
I'll take that from the persuasion lens because AI is extremely exciting for persuasion, and I think there are some limits that I have a hard time seeing how AI by itself can solve them. So we all know that AI is lightning fast at distilling and just digesting and giving you insights on, like oceans and oceans and oceans of information. It does it like that, boom, which is amazing. And I think our question is, how do we deliver that information persuasively? And I think it's going to be a bigger challenge for AI to crack that nut. So I think there are two things that we have to layer on top of the amazing things that AI can do. They get better every single day. The first is, as we have that information, how do we deliver it to the counterpart that we have in a way that they are going to receive it as warmly as possible with as much emotional intelligence as possible, which then requires a second to truly understand our counterpart, because AI doesn't make decisions, human beings make decisions. So really dialing into our counterpart, what do they care about? And then as much as possible, using AI to deliver the kind of raw material and then package it for them so that they say, whoa, that's amazing, that's compelling. And there's nothing necessary or not about how AI delivers things that's going to resonate with somebody. It's kind of the raw information. What you do with it, how you deliver persuasively, that's the difference there.
The best marketing practices. From your point of view, what are the best marketing practices for the highest ROI nowadays?
It all starts.
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I am also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all size. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tony Lucidi. I am the CEO and owner of Lucidi Technical Solutions, and I'm also a founding member of the ABCCI Tech, AI, and Cybersecurity for Business Committee. My company is basically a small consulting firm where I offer fractional CIO work. I help companies with their digital transformations into predominantly how to utilize the existing software they already have to help make improvements to their costs, make improvements to their processes, and really try to get them to utilize more efficiently the software they already have. Most small businesses, medium businesses, they don't have tech teams. They don't have a CIO. They may have an MSP or a vendor that can help them, but generally speaking, they don't have someone on staff that helps them with their technical decisions who has the experience that I have. I have over 35 years experience in technologies. Started with application development, website, mobile. Then I reached out into marketing. Then I branched out into business, and now I own my own company. I'm going to really highly recommend that you all join the Tech, AI, Cybersecurity, and Business Committee, because technology covers a multitude of industries. It's across the board. You can never go wrong by joining a technology committee that will help you basically determine and help you navigate the difficult natures of technologies. If you just look at AI in general, how many of you are trying to get AI implemented? What do you do? How do you do it? This is where this committee will come into play. I think it's a great committee, and I look forward to you joining us and becoming a member of ABCCI.
Hi, I'm Arthur Germain. I'm the principal and chief brand teller at Brand Telling. We're a brand architecture firm, and I'm a proud AVCCI member. So, brand telling gives growing B2B companies the one clear story your whole team can tell. So, you, as the founder, aren't the only one who can explain what your company does. What does this sound like? I call it narrative drift. It starts off, it's all in your head. You know the story, you built the brand, you know all about it. But now every sales call has a different story, and prospects start to notice. Or your marketing spend is up, but your firm never really seems different. Maybe you're expanding and your founder story isn't the same as when you started. All of these things are parts of what I call narrative drift. I help companies by exploring with them what makes them different and unique. I call it the category of one. What gives them that category of one, and then how do they express that category? So, for example, I've worked with technology companies that often sound very similar to others in the industry, and I've helped them to really look at where do they serve, whether it's through a geography or whether it's through a specific industry, and what do they do? Why do clients come to them in the first place? I explore that and then we install it. I call it installing a story operating system. What we do is we look to write down all of the messages, all of the narrative about the company stories, so that it's in one place. Think of it like having a brand Bible where everybody can turn to find out all things about you. And that way you're not having to make things up or trying to jump around trying to build new messages when you build something like a presentation for sales or you're updating and refreshing the website. Why is this necessary? Here's a good example. Lots of companies will go through a merger acquisition. Maybe it's just two friendly companies that merge together. Now they're offering some new products or new services, and you're not quite sure which one leads. It used to be just your company before the other one. Now, how does that brand story sound? What you want to do is you want to sound unified, and you want to make it sound like you're doing this for your customers' benefit. So I help companies to do that. I guide them through the process of discovering their category of one, installing that story operating system, and then I stick around. I help them to maintain through brand guidance. That's what I love to do. My background is in brand storytelling, starting in publishing 20 years ago, moving through public relations and marketing, where I discovered what people really wanted was to learn the story. They wanted to know the behind the scenes, what's going on at the company. That's what made them different. That's what made them unique. And that's what made them good partners, good customers, good employees and employers. So I work with companies to discover that. Again, my name is Arthur Germain, and you can find me at Brand Telling. That's brandtelling.com. Thanks very much.
Practices for the highest ROI nowadays?
It all starts with understanding your audience and understanding why they would be excited about whatever it is that you're selling, your product, and how you need to deliver it. And a lot of people get stuck in the mindset that somebody else should want something for the reasons that I want it. Whatever you're selling, whether it's toothpaste or microphones or doesn't really matter, right? Pick any product, your software, right? Whatever you're selling. And we may have created that for a particular reason. We might find it super exciting for a particular reason. And that reason may not be anywhere close to why somebody might be interested in buying your product, why they might be drawn to your product. And we have to make sure that we have marketing campaigns that are completely audience centered, which means you have to understand them, and understand their reasons might be different from yours. You have to understand what their reasons are. You have to ask them, you have to survey them, you have to test that messaging. And then you have to deliver it with emotional intelligence, and you have to deliver it with stories. So the best RI is truly understand your audience and how do you help them feel good about your product, and then what's going to stop them from buying your product? Because I've also learned that persuasion is much less about getting people to do things and much more about understanding the barriers to them doing that. Why aren't they doing it? And part of marketing's role is to chip away at those barriers. So it's not just, hey, my product's awesome, but also addressing the concerns that somebody has. Why aren't they buying your product? Why aren't they signing your deal? Why aren't they coming to your events? Whatever it is, what's stopping them? And marketing is able to offer a different narrative, a different story that can start to address that concern. So it's not just why this product is great for the customer, it's why that customer is hesitant about the product and how marketing can present in a way to address all of those things.
From your point of view, how would you define leadership, and what are the great leadership qualities a good leader must have?
To be a leader, people have to want to follow you. If people don't want to follow you, you're not a leader. You are simply a manager empowered with institutional authority. Even if you're the CEO, sure, you're the boss and you pay people, and that doesn't mean that they're excited to follow you. And what you need to get as far as possible is people on your team who are excited day after day after day, not just to work with each other, but to work for you. Because when leadership, think about the opposite. When leadership is toxic, people are running away. When leadership is magnetic and it draws people in, that is so insanely powerful. You keep teams together, you build strong teams. How do you do that as a leader? Well, you have to make sure that, first of all, it's about them, not you, them meaning your team. And too many leaders make it about the leader and not the team. You need the team to follow you and to be excited to do so. So understand them. What's going to motivate them day after day? And what are their concerns? What are their problems? What are the barriers that they're facing? And even just ask them directly and be welcoming and disarming. Maybe you have lunches with different teams, right? If the organization is too big, at least have, kind of sampled lunches. Openly invite those concerns, right? Disarm them, understand them. The second thing a leader needs to do, in addition to understanding their team, is to craft a vision. And that's something that really is unique to a leader. People that are kind of lower organizationally, it's usually not their role to craft a vision. So what is your vision for the organization? What is your North Star? What are the big things that you're trying to accomplish so that your team knows where you're going and why they're going there? And then it's persuaded in a way that excites people. The best way to do that is to be for things, to generate positive feelings and positive sentiments about what you're doing, that every day people know why they're doing it and they're excited. And then you remind people of that, whether it's a nonprofit or a business or any organization, people have to be for these things. And that has to be the centerpiece of your vision. And then you need to tell stories about your success. And those stories ideally should start with people on your team, right? Imagine town hall, 500 people, and you call Kevin up. You're like, Kevin, come up here, please. And Kevin's like, oh my God, what is he doing here? And then you come up and say, everyone, I got to tell you something. Kevin did something that was absolutely phenomenal. And then you tell the story about what Kevin did and why it was so phenomenal. And everyone is blown away. Kevin never forgets that, but also everyone else remembers that because Kevin was celebrated. He is a story. He is the instantiation of a great thing that the team did. And you have to recognize that and celebrate that publicly and at the same time. So when things go right, leaders look out the window and they celebrate their team. And when things go wrong, leaders look in the mirror. So when there are problems publicly as a leader, you need to own it because directly or indirectly, there was an oversight on your part. If you weren't aware of something, say, I wasn't aware of that, we're going to be better about this. If you made a mistake, own it because people make mistakes. We're human. And leaders are afraid to do that. They think that if they don't admit that they're not right 110% of the time, that's going to diminish their authority. And if you own mistakes the right way and have a path going forward, your team respects that enormously. And they know that it's okay if they make mistakes too, because you have a culture where it's wrong to fail. People aren't going to take risks. And if people don't take risks, your ceiling is going to be so much lower.
Role models. Have you had any role models, any mentors who help you shape your career journey? over the years?
My role model when it comes to being in public life, whether it's the persuasion stuff or the policy stuff, there's a guy named Arthur Brooks. Your audience might know he wrote a book with Oprah. He used to be president of a think tank called the American Enterprise Institute. He's now a professor at Harvard, and I mean, just really doing incredible work. And what resonated with me so much about what Arthur Brooks did is he was just the happiest warrior, that he was so likable and he was so positive in the things that he discussed publicly. I can't imagine a soul in the political or the policy space who would not have a conversation, usually a warm conversation with Arthur Brooks. And even if they didn't agree with him, he would always get a hearing. He would always get a conversation. It would always be thoughtful. He was the exact opposite of toxic. He was warm, welcoming. And I think his model of public engagement, advocacy it's ideal in the sense that he is for things. He approaches people with emotional intelligence and incredible, right? Even if you strongly disagree with everything he says, you say, smart guy, thoughtful guy. I could talk to him. I get where he's coming from. And I think he is a model, and he's taken that into all kinds of new spaces now.
Key career lessons. If there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way, what would it be that you can share with us?
Fail better. Fail better. I think this is the route to success in many ways is through purposeful failure. There's 6 lines in a poem from Samuel Beckett. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better. And I think we live in a time where people are really scared to fail. And it's like, well, I've succeeded my entire life. And it's like, well, maybe that might mean you just haven't been challenged enough. Now, I'm not recommending like catastrophic failures where your career explodes necessarily. It's taking those risks and making those mistakes and being calculated and learning from them. Look, we all make mistakes every single day. I disagree with some things that I did yesterday. And if you can't approach situations with humility and learn from them, you're in big trouble. You have to be able to learn. And ideally what you're learning is you're failing and making that 2 millimeter adjustment. Okay, I got to tweak that a little bit. I met with my boss and I could have handled that a little bit better. It wasn't a disaster. I didn't get fired, but I didn't deliver that quite right. Or you're at the board, right? Talking to the board. It's like, well, I needed to share this vision a little bit differently because it wasn't fully clicking. And you observe that now and make that 2 millimeter adjustment, because if you make that now, a couple of days later, you call up the board and say, hey, I wanted to clarify this a little more. Okay, cool, got it. As opposed to 6 months later where you haven't been talking about this the right way. And then there's actually a big gap between you and the board. So you are able to fail better, but ideally they're micro failures at the beginning and you're willing to admit them and make changes. And then that sets you up for success later. And even when you do kind of fall on your face, it's going to happen. All of us, you're prepared to pick yourself up and say, okie dokie, what if anything did I do wrong here? And be honest about that. And then to have a support network of people who can help you pick yourself back up and help you learn and can give you feedback to help you avoid either those failures or to keep them to be micro failures and not macro big failures.
In this part of the episode, is there any question that you would like to ask me?
Well, we alluded to this as we had our sort of time before we started the podcast. I mean, this podcast has seen enormous, just explosive growth. Are there 1 or 2 things you would attribute that to? Because you're over 200,000 subscribers. It's incredible. And for me, I'm like, whoa, that something's working here.
Yes. Well, first of all, it's a privilege. I'm really humbled. I really appreciate our viewers, our listeners, the support. The secret sauce is the market research. Before I started, I made a lot of research. I watch different podcast channels, as a resource to learn different things, to listen to different professionals, and I found a missing piece in the podcast ecosystem that I wanted to address and also fill, and that's how I started the American Business Podcast, being educational, being informative. We are also non-political. Also, we are very inclusive in terms of our guest, and our questioning and our style is always friendly and educational. We love to learn from our guests. I mean, today, my job is to ask you questions to make sure you can share your insights with our audience. So to facilitate these educational environment. So this has been working so far. I've been getting great feedback from our viewers and listeners. And also in last couple of months, we have been getting requests to start a platform to connect our viewers, our listeners, and I started America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I have a team supporting me both for the American Business Podcast as well as America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. So the ABCCI is an extension of the American Business Podcast. And we are fully integrating the American Business Podcast to ABCCI to create these virtual chamber of commerce to support, promote, uplift American businesses, non-profits, manufacturers, and the business community. So this is also an inclusive organization from solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500 companies. We welcome organizations as well as professionals to be part of ABCCI for education, for connection, and also building relationships nationwide with other business professionals in this age of AI. So that's a modern chamber of commerce of our times. So it has been an exciting journey so far, and more to come, of course, more to come.
I mean, that's a masterclass for your listeners right there. So, I mean, great. That's amazing.
I appreciate it. Okay, well, what is your career advice for the next generation professionals?
I think every day, in every single interaction, professional and personal, we are faced with a choice, with a decision. Do I want to be right, or do I want to make a difference? And so many people go off the rails professionally and personally because they insist on being right. Being right is super easy. You make the comment you know you shouldn't make. You send the text you know you shouldn't send, the email. You go on Twitter, X now. You post on whatever platform. You go on the radio, TV, podcast, write the op-ed, whatever. And you feel really good after it. Yeah, God, I'm right. Whether it's to a friend, a colleague, a spouse, whatever. And it's so counterproductive, even though being right feels so good. And making a difference is a radically different enterprise. And that's what persuasion is. It's understanding your counterpart, your audience, whether you're trying to sell them something, you're trying to lead them somewhere, you're trying to anything, right? You want to buy from them, they want to buy from you, whatever. You're understanding them, you're connecting with them, you're sharing action with them, because that's what persuasion is. You're approaching them with maximum emotional intelligence. You're understanding the neuroscience and psychology of persuasion, and then you're doing other things I talk about in the book, but making a difference. That is how you get time after time after time what you want, which is durable deals and great relationships.
This is very inspiring. Truly appreciate it. For those who like to be in touch with you and continue this conversation, what is the best way that they can be in touch with you?
Best way to find me is either to go to my website, joshuabandoch.com, JOSHUABANDOCH.com. You can either sign up for my newsletter there or contact me. I do keynotes, workshops, and consulting for folks in business and leadership especially. And you can also find me on LinkedIn. You're welcome to connect with me there and send me a message. We'd be delighted to hear from people. Those are the two best ways.
Josh, thank you so much for being with us in the American Business Podcast, and thank you for sharing your professional insights and professional wisdom with us. Truly appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, Kevin. Thank you.
Pleasure is all mine, and I wish you a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. And to our listeners and to our viewers, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. That was very informative as always. We had a great conversation. And what do you think about AI? And what do you think about persuasion yourself? Share your thoughts in the chat box. Put it in the comments. We love to hear from you. Also, as we discussed earlier, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast, has been growing steadily. In 7 weeks, we got more than 100 paid members, and we truly appreciate your help and support. If you are a business professional who like to grow her business, if you like to build business relationships, ABCCI is inclusive. We love to welcome you. Please join us. Join us is easy. You can go to abcci.us. Also, we have great committees and clubs. We have a business book club. We have public speakers club. Also, committee meetings are also important for ABCCI community. Committee meetings are designed for education, also helping you connect with other business professionals to build business relationships. Committee meetings are complimentary. So when you go to abcci.us, please go to the events section on the website, and you can register for any committee meeting that you like, which is complimentary. And all of our meetings are virtual, hence the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And we remove all the boundaries. You can connect from anywhere. Every single committee meeting is recorded and pushed to the American Business Podcast for more visibility and publicity opportunities. And that's what makes ABCCI different and unique. ABCCI is the only virtual chamber of commerce that is powered by a successful business podcast, the American Business Podcast. So education is there, collaboration, cooperation, and building business relationships are there is an important part of ABCCI business community. I hope you join us, and please visit abcci.us for more information. We'll be right back after a short break. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Becker. Anywhere Apps are designed to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps are a family of business software products. There are more than 40 products available for business process digitization and automation. Anywhere's apps are easy to use, they are standalone, and they are also ready to integrate with your ERP and accounting software systems. Today, I'd like to promote APS Anywhere, which is part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. APS Anywhere, designed for manufacturing companies. Whether you are a process manufacturing company, food and beverage, chemical, and more, or a discrete manufacturing company, automotive, aerospace, electronics, and more. APS stands for Advanced Planning and Scheduling. APS Anywhere is ready to streamline, digitize, and automate your production planning process. As you know, in manufacturing, production planning is not easy. There are always some bottlenecks and challenges. You need to put together your resources, 3M, man, machine, and material. APS Anywhere designed to streamline this process and automate it for you. It is a modern system. It runs on cloud. It also has deployment options for installation on your server or your private cloud environment. The system is scalable. It comes with unlimited number of production planning scenarios, meaning before you execute, you can see the financial implications and timing of your production planning on APS Anywhere. APS Anywhere comes with a very colorful and easy-to-use Gantt chart so that you can see your production planning on a colorful and easy-to-operate Gantt chart before you finalize your production planning purposes. The system is also integratable. It is ready to integrate your ERP system, MRP system, and other systems whenever there is a need. It is designed for manufacturing companies by manufacturing experts. It also comes with ready-made reports if you like to utilize. Furthermore, on APS Anywhere, we can also use demand forecasting function, meaning based on your past manufacturing and sales figures, the system can predict what will be your demand in the future. This will help you manage your supply chain in a more productive manner. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about APS Anywhere as well as Anywhere App software system in general. There is more. I have a direct line for you. You can send me a direct email, kevin@careconsulting.com. kevin@careconsulting.com, and I'll be happy to hear from you about Anywhere apps, APS Anywhere, or any Anywhere apps that is offered by Anywhere apps by Care Consulting, now Cherry Becker. Thank you for your support.
Hi, my name is Timothy Ryder. I'm a CPA and tax director at MGO LLP. I'm also a proud member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI for short, and I'm very happy to be at the beginning stages of this movement, which I know is going to be a great success in the future. At MGO LLP, we perform auditing and accounting services, tax services, and consulting services. We serve public companies, private companies, high net worth individuals, and governmental agencies. We serve many different industries, some of them being entertainment, sports, and media, technology, manufacturing, distribution, real estate. At MGO, I'm a generalist in the tax area, which means I get involved in many different things: C corporations, partnerships, S corporations, high net worth individuals. But in the tax space, we also have specialists that get involved in research and development credits and other credits as well as other incentives, state and local tax, international tax, tax controversy. And our accounting and auditing department is always looking to make your company financially healthy, or even more financially healthy than it is now, and give any advice that they can, and perform audits. And on the consulting side, we get involved in cybersecurity, fraud and litigation risk, and merger and acquisition on the sell side. Again, I'm always looking to save and defer taxes for my clients in any way that I can. And if it's an area that I don't deal with, that our firm handles, that I can always refer you to someone else if I can't handle it personally. But please feel free to reach out to me. The website is mgocpa.com if you want to learn more. And thank you so much for your time.
Hi, my name is Mike Catherwood, one of the founding members of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI. I'm also the chair of the International Trade, Wholesale, Distribution, and Logistics Committee. During our committee meetings, we'll be sharing important content that will help companies in those industries achieve their growth goals. Aside from AVCCI, I work for Allianz Trade, the largest provider of trade credit in the world. Trade credit helps businesses in all industries feel comfortable with who they're extending credit to, eliminating the worry of, is someone going to pay? If your business is offering credit terms or considering doing so, please contact me to learn more. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Naeem Sayed. I'm the founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I highly recommend you join it, especially it's virtual and you get access and connection to everyone across the country that you can actually connect with and make a meaningful relation. On personal side, I am a consulting partner for ERA Group, where we partner with CEOs and CFOs of middle market companies in helping them improve profitability. We do that by taking a look at all of their overhead costs and areas where they really don't have either the time or the bandwidth or the resources to take a look at. And that's where we come in. We do that in a contingency model, which means no savings, no fees. So if you have clients struggling to improve profitability, we are their answer. I look forward to seeing you at America's Virtual Industry.
Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Wizen. At the American Business Podcast, we always talk about continuous improvement and professional development. That is why we partner with Wizen, trust the nation's largest network for tutoring. Wizen helps you find the tutor that you need in many different subjects: chemistry, computer, foreign languages, geometry, English, music, physics, reading, SAT, science, and many more. I have the QR code on the screen that you can sign up and start searching for tutors and enjoy the learning experience and continuous improvement as we always talk about in the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up for Wizen today. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Nerio Rivera, and I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Please join us today and let us help you grow your business. So I'm also the Senior Client Manager at IMSM. There we help support your current and upcoming ISO certifications through training and a variety of other services. So if you have any questions regarding ISO, the process, or how to maintain it, please send me an email.
Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime, during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support.
I'm David Faverio. I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, other known as AVCCI. I am the chair of the Sustainability Committee. We look to educate people and businesses on how to be more sustainable and how to introduce sustainability into their business to be more efficient in their operations. I'm also the president of Pupfish Sustainability Solutions. Pupfish's data destruction methods are AAA NAID certified through iSigma, which certifies our adherence to the highest security and ethical standards in the data destruction industry. We operate on a zero landfill policy, which means nothing winds up in the landfill. Everything's 100% repurposed or recycled back into the U.S. manufacturing stream. And Pupfish received our certified B Corporation status in 2021, and we are proud to be a force for the local and global good.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Mitchell, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Visit us at www.abcci.us and become a member today. I'm also the owner of Emerald City Ventures. I work with Gen X women who find themselves in a pattern of stopping and starting and starting and stopping. And we reunite you with that version of yourself that you've been trying to reach for years. And she's in there. We're going to bring her out. So visit us at www.kimm.co or email me at theowner@emeraldcityventures.net.
Hi, it's Neil Abruzzi, and I'm here to talk to you today about America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I am proud to be the head of the Technology for Business Committee, where through the Commerce we intend to bring usable technology information to the membership, something not far-reaching, but something that you can use in your business, hopefully that very day. I'm 35 years running EDI Options. We're here, a company for making connections between retailers and vendors. We provide connectivity services, integration services, data handling services, and all kinds of different commerce consulting. So come on and join us at the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce. You're going to love it here, and I look forward to working with you going forward.
Hi, everyone. I am Joe Horowitz. I'm the Director of Compliance and Audit for Stetson Cyber Group. I am proud to be a member of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, better known as the AVCCI. Stetson Cyber Group is a data privacy and protection firm specializing in cybersecurity risk management and network information security. What does that mean? We are your business partners. We come help you find all your risks related to cybersecurity by doing risk assessments, gap analysis. We do penetration testing, vulnerability scans. We also help you out by protecting your cybersecurity environment by doing employee trainings. We recommend all the right internal controls to put in place, and we do vCISO services. So my background has been in audit, risk, and compliance for 25 years. So we also get you prepared for all the compliances out there, whether it be federal or New York State, as far as like HIPAA, PCI, or if you're in New York State Department of Financial Services, we get you SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, ISO compliant, and CMMC for anyone who has to work with the federal government. Once again, a very proud member of the AVCCI, and look forward to seeing other chamber members in the future.
Hi, I'm Jolie Leidner, and I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm also the co-chair of the Human Resources and Workforce Development Committee. And we at that committee will guide you with everything educational for HR and recruiting, as I own Jobs by Jolie, a staffing company. And we're here for all your staffing needs, where we staff every industry with a personal touch, and we do temporary, permanent, and temp to perm staffing. And we do it across the country. So I could be reached at 516-521-7602 or jolie@jobsbyjolie.com. Hope to hear from you. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Steve Turner and excited to be a part of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce, AVCCI. I am the owner and operator of Solomon Turner Public Relations in St. Louis, author of the book PR That Works, and a national speaker. We solve the problems of helping companies build their brand through PR strategies in this crazy era of AI. Solomon Turner helps business owners better connect with their customers and communities that they serve for the long term, and we help sales and marketing with long-term growth by using these PR strategies. We have clients nationwide. We've worked with a lot of people you would know, such as celebrities as Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Steve Forbes, and many corporations like Northwestern Mutual. So I invite you to reach out. Love to talk to you, meet you, and have a conversation. And feel free to email or call at the numbers provided. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I am also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all size. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bill Miller. I am a relatively older author, founder, CEO of my own company, and I am a member of AVCCI. I joined this year. I've been on the podcast, the ABC podcast, ABP podcast, and I really enjoy this particular group. So I'm the author of 2 books, The Rookie CEO, You Can't Make This Stuff Up, and What Every CEO Must Know, 37 Secrets to Lead with Confidence and Power. I founded my own company, which is consulting now. I added publishing to it in 2011. It's Beeline Bill Enterprise. That's on beelinebill.com. And that website is being updated. This week it should be updated. And last year co-founded a company called Zaboom with 3 O's, LLC, Zaboom LLC, where we do voice AI, in mostly outbound calling. We do some inbound. So those are the things that I'm actively involved in. I have 5.5 decades in technology, the last 3.5 decades as an executive leader. I have had a seat at the table. I worked for many rookie CEOs or first-time CEOs, another way to say rookie, at various phases of their role, and that's what drove the creation of my first book. Living in the trenches, being a number 2 executive in a company, and knowing how decisions are made, knowing good decisions, bad decisions, decisions that could have gone either way. Think about your life. Every major decision in your life is a fork in the road. If you go this way, you take that job. If you go that way, you take another job. And that sets you up for whatever is next. And so our life is really built around the decisions we make and how they come out. So I've written about a lot of these experiences. The second book, I have actually firsthand stories from many CEOs in there. Some of them are CEO stories that I tell as the number 2 man or somebody on the executive team. Because you see, over the years, you see patterns of things that CEOs tend to do, especially first-timers. First-timers go in, they have a business function that they came from typically, unless they're a super young founder when they're very early, and they, especially these days with AI, there's a lot of founders that have never been in a corporate company, corporate America, where they've learned all of the things that you go through to work your way up the chain. So typically, though, the first time CEOs, all the ones I've worked with, they come from a business function. It could be engineering, could be sales, could be marketing, could be finance, and they have expertise that got them to where they were to be positioned for the CEO role. In one way or another, they either got promoted or they got hired into that role. When you get in there, you don't know what motivates all the other teams unless you have worked with somebody who's a coach or an advisor, board of directors, whoever it is that becomes your right hand right out of the chute. You really don't know what you don't know. And so my second book, and a lot of my speaking now and my writing, is about blind spots. And so I'll be releasing kind of a new offer very shortly that'll be on the new website, which is you'll be able to do a free CEO assessment to identify the top blind spots, the top things that you need help with. You get a free assessment. You can get an assessment brief report from me. All of that is for free. And then if you want to go into an intensive, what I call a blind spot intensive, then you can work with me for a modest fee. But there's a lot of experience there. I help people work around challenges that they just can't see around the corner. And a lot of times, again, like I said, you don't know all the different business functions. You know the one you come from the best. You might have opinions that you're a good marketer or a good salesperson, and maybe you are because you've learned from good people that have worked with you over the years. But to put it all together and be that person at the top, and your boss is the board of directors, or outside people, outside investors or shareholders, it gets to be a little bit more difficult when it's your decision. And who do you go to? Who do you talk to? What kind of advice are you going to get? Is it going to be filtered or unfiltered? Who do you trust? Who can you trust? All of those things I try to help you build muscle to handle all of those specific situations. And again, my books are to help first-time CEOs, founders, and stuck CEOs kind of move forward, see what other people have done, see how it's worked out. Think about my second book, The 37 Secrets to Lead with Confidence and Power, what every CEO must know there. It's real stories. They're the biggest mistakes CEOs have made, how they could have avoided it, how they recovered from it, and how they moved forward. And you'll see in that book, if you read it, and I do recommend it, it's a great read, with 37 secrets to help you. The thing is that other people made these mistakes. You can see how they got there and the decision they made, why they made it, and what the results of that were in their particular company. And more than half of the CEOs that I write about in that book, these are their stories directly from them that they gave to me with rights to print it, use their name, the company that they were at. Several other CEOs gave me the rights to their story, but would not identify themselves by name and company because they're still there. And so they're surviving. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has blind spots. You should shorten your cycle to better leadership, making better decisions, especially under pressure, and especially when you don't know what you don't know. So those are the things that kind of make me tick these days. Again, think about what I do. I have Beeline Bill Enterprises, which is my kind of like I call it a consulting firm. It used to be Beeline Bill Consulting, and then I changed it. But I have my publishing firm there, my consulting firm, and everything else that I do personally. I have my two books. I'm a co-founder of Zaboom, again with 3 O's, Zaboom LLC, which is a voice AI startup, about 7 or 8 months old now. And we have our first customers working on product market fit. We have some pretty satisfied return customers. It's a month-to-month SaaS type situation with voice AI. So my partner and I, as my life partner and business partner, we stay focused on using AI in business and all of the different types of methodologies. I have a blog on TMCnet, ceoinsights.tmcnet.com, which is the company called TMC, which is Technology Marketing Corporation. The CEO is Rich Durrani, president is Dave Rodriguez. I've been involved with them for years. I moderate a CEO Insights panel at IT Expo for the last 6 years in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and build a panel of 3 to 4 CEOs, and we just have a topic, whatever that topic is in the track we're on. So I do that. All of the recordings of those panels are on my YouTube channel, which if you do searches for Beeline Bill, which is my brand, BeelineBill, same as my website. If you do searches for Beeline Bill, you'll find pretty much all of my, a lot of my things. There's videos for also the CEO success stories that's sponsored by the Cloud Voice Alliance. I'm sort of a content advisor there, and I interview CEOs in the telecom space and related because I've been involved in that market for many, many years. And voice AI is kind of part of that because voice is coming back as a big thing these days. There's nothing like a good old telephone call, and now voice AI is considered an automated call by the FCC and TCPA, Telecommunications Consumer Protection Act. And when you think about all of the things that I do in a semi-retired mode, I'm kind of busier now than I was when I was working full time, which I left technology in 2020. That's when I wrote my first book in 2020. The second book was published the end of 25. I stay active. It's one of the reasons that I joined the AVCCI and their book club. And we featured me in the first inaugural of that particular podcast, and my book is listed on the AVCCI book club website. So kind of that's me in a nutshell. I live in Maplewood, Minnesota, which is part of St. Paul. I come from the Boston area, so I'm a hardcore Boston and New England sports fan. I was born and bred in that area, went to school in Needham, Mass, and then Northeastern. I've lived in many states besides Massachusetts, California, Southern California, Northern California. I've lived in Huntsville, Alabama when I worked for Digium. I lived in Minnesota now twice. This is my second time, and we're here because of a grandbaby that's a half an hour away. And so I stay pretty active online, and this is a great group to be part of.
Hey everyone, my name is Brent Gary, and I'm proud to be a founder member of the AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I'm inviting you to join our new movement at avcci.us. In addition, I'm a fractional CMO at Gary Consulting, where I work with business owners who are past the startup stage and fully into scaling, but they need your marketing to go from guesswork to growing. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Francis Borges, consulting partner with Era Group. I'm proud to be a founding member of ABCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm honored to serve as co-chair of the Manufacturing and Healthcare Committee. With 25 years of finance transformation and business consulting experience, working with Fortune 100 and 500 companies across manufacturing, healthcare, financial services, and other industries, I've had the privilege of driving hundreds of millions of dollars in annual savings in some of the world's largest organizations. But now I've deliberately pivoted to bring that same caliber of expertise to where I believe it's needed most, the mid-market. With Era Group, I partner with founders, CEOs, and CFOs of mid-sized businesses that face what most are dealing with right now: margin pressure, rising costs, supply chain disruptions, and an increasingly competitive landscape. We help them find hidden EBITDA in their overheads and vendor spend, unlocking savings that go straight to the bottom line to fund growth, improve cash flow, boost valuation, and protect the margins that keep them competitive. Well, the top three things that clients love most about us: we bring that deep category expertise and the resources that the mid-market simply doesn't have access to. We do the heavy lifting, working as a seamless extension of their team to secure real savings. And we do all of this completely risk-free. No upfront budget. We are rewarded only when we put money back in your pocket. Bring back to AVCCI. It's a powerful virtual community where business leaders can connect, collaborate, and grow their businesses together. Well, we are just getting started, and that's exactly why you want to be here right now. Come join us, be part of our great journey. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Christian Torres. I am one of the new founding members of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, we're putting together some committees that are shaped specifically to help business owners just like you. And I'm proud to be the new co-chair of the Business Strategy and Innovation Committee, which means every month we're going to be working together to bring you the educational content, the insights, the learnings, and the resources to help you figure out what's next? What's on the horizon? There are so many shifts in the marketplace right now and disruptions going on every single day. My background is actually in decision intelligence, which means that I help companies make high stakes decisions using data, AI, and decision-making frameworks. And I do that all through my company, Stark Analytics. So I am really, really excited to bring that expertise and knowledge to the Committee for Business Strategy and Innovation and help business owners just like you get the tactical advantage that they need to succeed.
Would you like to listen to music during your work time? We are here to help. We created ABP Office Music Pod, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABP Office Music Pod is for you, the working professional. You can enjoy jazz, lo-fi, smooth jazz, classic music, and more during your work time. We keep the music positive and energetic. You can go to the YouTube channel of the American Business Podcast, or you can scan this QR code and start listening right away. There is more coming in the American Business Podcast, and this is one of them. Enjoy ABP Office Music Pod during your work time, and thank you very much for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. There are more than 440 million visitors weekly on Reddit. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable and millions of users are going to Reddit to get the real feedback from real people. It is the number one source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on that I'd like you to consider and take advantage of. When you spend $500 on Reddit for advertising, you'll get $500 in advertising credit. True story. I am a Reddit user, and anytime I like to have feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit and I talk to Reddit communities. I get the real feedback and real review from real people and real communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising. Get the visibility for your company, for your products and services on Reddit with Reddit advertising. Reach people ready to buy your products and services with Reddit advertising. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Anywhere Apps are designed to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps are a family of business software products. There are more than 40 products available for business process digitization and automation. Anyware's apps are easy to use, they are standalone, and they are also ready to integrate with your ERP and accounting software systems. Today, I'd like to promote APS Anywhere, which is part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. APS Anywhere, designed for manufacturing companies. Whether you are a process manufacturing company, food and beverage, chemical, and more, or a discrete manufacturing company, automotive, aerospace, electronics, and more. APS stands for Advanced Planning and Scheduling. APS Anywhere is ready to streamline, digitize, and automate your production planning process. As you know, in manufacturing, production planning is not easy. There are always some bottlenecks and challenges. You need to put together your resources, 3M, man, machine, and material. APS Anywhere designed to streamline this process and automate it for you. It is a modern system. It runs on cloud. It also has deployment options for installation on your server or your private cloud environment. The system is scalable. It comes with unlimited number of production planning scenarios, meaning before you execute, you can see the financial implications and timing of your production planning on APS Anywhere. APS Anywhere comes with a very colorful and easy-to-use Gantt chart so that you can see your production planning on a colorful and easy-to-operate Gantt chart before you finalize your production planning purposes. The system is also integratable. It is ready to integrate your ERP system, MRP system, and other systems whenever there is a need. It is designed for manufacturing companies by manufacturing experts. It also comes with ready-made reports if you like to utilize. Furthermore, on APS Anywhere, you can also use demand forecasting function, meaning based on your past manufacturing and sales figures, the system can predict what will be your demand in the future. This will help you manage your supply chain in a more productive manner. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about APS Anywhere as well as Anywhere App software system in general. There is more. I have a direct line for you. You can send me a direct email, kevin@perconsulting.com. kevin@perconsulting.com, and I'll be happy to hear from you about Anywhere apps, APS Anywhere, or any Anywhere apps that is offered by Anywhere apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Otter AI. Otter is the AI note taker that builds your knowledge and powers your workflow with transcription, automated summaries, AI chat, and more. Get your AI-powered assistant for meeting notes, tasks, and more. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up today. Otter AI is the latest note taker that you can utilize, and you can set your meetings, you can take your notes, and you can also set up your follow-up actions automatically with the help of the Otter AI. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from DocuSign. If you are signing vendor contracts and customer contracts very often, just like I do on daily basis, consider DocuSign. DocuSign is the latest modern digital and electronic signature software system. Furthermore, you can manage your vendor contracts, customer contracts, NDAs, and any other commercial contracts on DocuSign digitally with no need of local installation and no need of keeping your documents on your laptop or your mobile device. Furthermore, with the latest technology of DocuSign, it has intelligent agreement management. It recognizes your repeated documents and creates contracts automatically and makes things easier for you. Do you know how many users are there for the DocuSign system? More than 1 billion users. There are many companies using DocuSign and trust DocuSign for electronic and digital signature. True story. I also use DocuSign on daily basis and it works smoothly. Highly recommended. You see the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you fill up the form to start your free trial and join the DocuSign user community. Enjoy your DocuSign experience, and I hope you sign up today. I have the QR code on the screen. Thank you very much, and enjoy the experience. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Gemini Trust. Gemini makes crypto simple. Find, trade, and buy over 70 different coins, including Bitcoin and Solana, on the best cryptocurrency platform. Gemini Trust. Start trading crypto here. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and start signing up today. Because they have a great customer service, you can reach out to them and get assistance 24/7. Scan the QR code and start trading crypto on Gemini. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Wizen. At the American Business Podcast, we always talk about continuous improvement and professional development. That is why we partner with Wizen, trust the nation's largest network for tutoring. Wizen helps you find the tutor that you need in many different subjects: chemistry, computer, foreign languages, geometry, English, music, physics, reading, SAT, science, and many more. I have the QR code on the screen that you can sign up and start searching for tutors and enjoy the learning experience and continuous improvement as we always talk about in the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up for Wizen today. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone is bringing you foreign languages. Learn from the experts, choose your plan to get started, sign up today. New Year is coming, and if your New Year resolution is learning a foreign language, Rosetta Stone is the choice for you. Rosetta Stone is offering you a long list of foreign languages: French, Italian, German, Chinese, Greek, Turkish, Polish, Portuguese, Vietnamese, and many more languages are available for you to get started today. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up for Rosetta Stone and enjoy the learning experience of foreign language. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kirk Consulting, now Cherry Beckert. Anywhere Apps are business software systems, and they are designed to digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I like to focus on contract management anywhere as part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. Contract Management Anywhere is an AI-powered vendor, customer, and legal contract management software system. It is modern, it runs on cloud, it's easy to use, and it's scalable. Because of the AI capabilities of the system, software comes with an AI chatbot that you can get your answers about any contracts that you have. Renewal dates, amounts, start dates, and other details can be learned from the system in a conversation. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code to learn more about Contract Management Anywhere, as well as Anywhere Apps in general. There is more. I have a direct email for you. You can send me a direct email about Anywhere Apps and Contract Management Anywhere, kevin@kirkconsulting.com. I'll be happy to help you and help you schedule a demo session with Team Anywhere Apps. Looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoy Anywhere Apps. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Norton, advanced tech for advanced threats. Sign up today. Norton offers you different packages to completely save and secure your data and your devices. Each Norton package comes with antivirus, malware, ransomware, and hacking protection capabilities. In addition, there is VPN, private internet connection, dark web monitoring, and parental control capabilities in each package. There is a promotion going on right now. I have the QR code on the screen. You can get up to 60% discount if you sign up right now for one of the packages. There are packages of Deluxe, Standard, Plus, and Select. Depends on the number of devices that you like to connect, as well as the features that you like to utilize when you are using Norton. I have the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the different packages and options available for you. Scan the QR code, go to the page that you like to sign up, pick the package that you like to use, and sign up today. True story. I am also using Norton on a daily basis, and I know all of my devices are secure every single day, thanks to Norton. Scan the QR code on the screen and start using Norton today and save your devices and your data in a safe and secure manner with the help of Norton. Thank you very much. I enjoyed the experience. Thank you for being with me in the American Business Podcast. If you'd like to be a guest in the American Business Podcast, please send us an email, guestbooking@americanpodcast.tv. If you'd like to sponsor ABP, if you'd like to advertise in our podcast episodes, please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can advertise your company, your products, your services, and your brands in the American Business Podcast. Please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can also visit our website, americanpodcast.tv, to learn more about the American Business Podcast as well as our coming streaming schedule. Now you can have your branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We call it Business Podcasting as a Service, PaaS. If you're interested in starting your business podcast in the American Business Podcast Network, please send us an email, paas@americanpodcast.tv. As part of our international expansion, we started international podcast editions. When you scan this QR code, it'll take you to our YouTube page. And please go to the podcast section in our YouTube page and you'll see our international podcast editions. They are ABP Espanol, ABP German, ABP French, ABP Hindi, ABP Portuguese, and ABP Turk that you can listen to American Business Podcast in 6 different foreign languages. Okay, well, we are in the process of increasing our presence in social media. If you're on LinkedIn, please scan this QR code and subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our TikTok page. Please subscribe. Please follow us. If you are on Instagram, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Instagram page and please subscribe. If you are on Facebook, we'll also appreciate your help and support. Please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Facebook page and please follow us. And finally, we are on IMDb next to other reputable media productions. Please scan this QR code, go to our IMDb page, and please rate us on IMDb. We'll truly appreciate your help and support. I'd like to thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you in coming the American Business Podcast episodes. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast, America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. Thank you very much for your help and looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.